Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I'm pleased to say that we have Tyton back on the channel, one of your guys' favorite special guests ever on the channel, and also one of the best 3.0 XBOW Cycle players in the entire world right now. So today I've recorded his games, getting him to #1 in the entire world, as you guys can see, during the end season weekend, 3,500 plus rating points or medals, with 3.0 XBOW Cycle exclusively against some of the best players in the entire world. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into his amazing matches for #1. Alright guys, so today we have Tyton back on the channel, above 3,400 medals in Ultimate Champion League. Absolutely insane. He does actually fireball the archers right away. So we're getting Stardust here, which is going to be Igor, one of the best mortar players in the entire world. I'm sure you guys have heard of him before. If not, he is pretty much one of the best mortar players in the entire world, and looks like he's playing minor control right now with the Golden Knight, pretty common deck. And so this is end season, like this is the final day of the season pretty much, and I'm not really able to play myself because I've been so busy this weekend with class, with my project work, and then I actually have class on the final day of the season itself, so I physically cannot really play. I mean, I could, but it would be really bad, of course, so I'd rather not. So instead, I've decided that I would still love to get some end-season content out for you guys. So we're going to be spectating Tyton today as he goes for as high as he can, I guess. He's playing 3.0 XBOW Cycle. And yeah, I'm just really glad I got to catch him playing, because he's one of my favorite players in the entire game to watch right now. Definitely one of the best 3.0 XBOW Cycle players in the entire world at the moment. Also, Betfus has been playing 3.0 recently. Archer Master, all those guys deserve mentions. Aragon too, of course. I mean, Aragon's very well known though. But Betfus didn't really play 3.0 for a long time. He switched decks a lot because 3.0 was kind of weak, but Tyton always played 3.0 even when it was kind of weak. Granted, he did switch between like minor control and 3.0 sometimes, but still, he's always kind of been loyal to the deck, and it's just been really great to see because he always does well, no matter how bad the meta is, and that's just the sign of a great 3.0 XBOW Cycle player, never giving up, no matter how bad the meta is. Like during the Monk Phoenix meta, the meta that literally made me give up in November, Tyton finished, I think, top 50 or something with 3.0, so yeah, absolutely insane, and that just shows, how much perseverance he has, how much resilience in a tough meta. Yeah, in this match against minor control, and this actually is a pretty decent matchup for 3.0 XBOW Cycle, believe it or not, because they don't have a log, they have a tornado, and Tyton actually just fireball cycles the Golden Knight. Pretty smart play because he wants to go in the right lane. Igor knows he wants to go in the right lane, so he's just kind of stacking stuff up in the right, like with the Golden Knight, and just being annoying, but Tyton is just kind of fireball cycling, not giving him any poisons. Knight does catch the miner, so Tyton's very good at catching miners actually, which is really nice. And then we're probably going to see a Tesla to snipe this bomb tower, and we do, and then Xbow right away to pressure, so lots of pressure coming in, and Igor has to get back to a Golden Knight. Otherwise, yeah, he does get back to it, but this is exactly what I was talking about in this matchup, where you see that Igor has a Golden Knight down right now. Also, wow, lots of archer chip in the left rather, actually, and small Xbow lock coming in for Tyton. Also back to another Xbow on the left, does just ignore the miner and just goes in right away. Probably going to see some archers to DPS down this bomb tower, and we do. And as you guys can see, he's just constantly outcycling the Golden Knight. So right now, Igor does get a really high value Golden Knight dash, like fair enough, but Tyton is going to be able to outcycle this very easily and go for another Xbow. And right now, Igor is not back to his Golden Knight. He's like 3 cards away because it literally just died. So this is going to be perfect for Tyton. Actually does get a lock because Igor just wasn't ready, I guess, for that Xbow. And this should be pretty much a good game. So yeah, really nice. And that's pretty much how you want to play this matchup. This deck has been so prevalent in the meta, this Golden Knight miner deck. But you really just have to pressure a lot, outcycle the Golden Knight. Since they don't have a log, they have a NATO. Their cycle is kind of awkward. So pretty good matchup for 3.0 there. Nice win by Tyton. Alright guys, so Tyton's going to be number 21 in the world right now, into our next match against Pompeo. I'm sure you guys have heard of Pompeo, one of the best players in Clash Royale, one of the most well-known players of Clash Royale of all time. You see an Xbow right away, and then Tesla, and we might see a Fireball coming in by Tyton. Okay, we don't actually. Ice Spirit to hold the Loon and Phoenix in place, and just barely does get that Phoenix, or rather does get the Balloon taken care of. And we are going to see Archers as well. Notice how he separated the Archers very far away, so that #1, they wouldn't get hit by the Loon Death Bomb. #2, they could help out with the Xbow if necessary, but that's just going to be a huge early lock for Tyton, and probably going to be a good game. Also, there's a question mark where Tyton's Archer should be. I usually really hate this visual glitch, and I usually, tab out of the match and load in again to make it disappear. I don't think we really have time right now, though, because this match is already in progress and pretty much done. I mean, Tyton got a huge lock. Knight the Back is a really nice play. So Knight the Back is a play that 7-4 told me about, where it's a really underrated play, because if you don't want to go in and just keep spamming Xbows, Knight the Back is a pretty solid play. Just to kind of stockpile, I guess, and just conserve your elixir, like invest instead of being too aggressive. So it's a nice play, especially against balloon cycle matches where you don't really want to use your Knight for much. Tesla comes down. Miner on the Xbow, so they should be pretty much no damage. Okay, never mind. We do see a Rage coming in. Ice Spirit will hold the balloon in place, but Raging Phoenix is going to respawn. Actually going to force a Knight out, I think. Yeah, Tyton is back to another Knight, though, because he did go for a Knight the back, so... yeah, pretty interesting. This is looking like a pretty bad matchup, to be honest, because Pompeo does have the arrows for the archers. I mean, archers are literally everywhere in the meta right now because they're broken, but that obviously does mean it's detrimental for 3.0 because they're one of our main defensive cores, and everyone playing archers is just not good. But looks like Pompeo replaced the fireball in his deck with arrows, which I guess is not bad because it means defensive Xbows are actually getting a fair amount of value right now. Granted, if Tyton didn't take that early lock, I'm not sure if he would be going for defensive Xbows right now. I'm actually not sure how he'd play this matchup because I've personally not played against the Pompeo deck in a fair amount of time, and nor have I played against Pompeo in a fair amount of time, actually. I think last time was a few months ago, so yeah, nice fireball out by Tyton though, and does not actually go for a Tesla. Okay, he does. I thought he wouldn't. He does go for a Tesla last second. That's actually pretty smart because, as you guys can see, Tesla's just going to stay on the board and stay alive, which means Tyton is going to have some defensive stuff on the board to help out. And he goes for a Knight just to pressure and forces the Phoenix out. So just nice pressure there. Ice Spirit will actually maybe let the Knight get one hit. Yeah, force that a Goblin Cage. So this is another thing I love about watching Tyton play. He's so creative. He does all these pressuring type plays without Xbows. Like he goes for Knight the bridge. He goes for Archers the bridge. Ice Spirit Skeleton sometimes. It's so nice to see. He's back to a Fireball, so that should be a good game, even though this balloon is about to get on tower. Really nice win against Tyton. Early lock. Punished well. Defended the balloon well. Very nice win against Pompeo, one of the best players in the entire world. Alright guys, so Tyton's going to be number 14 in the world right now into our next match against Riley. Riley, one of my friends, one of the best players in the world as well, actually. Recently, I think he's been finishing top 10 every single season for the past year, maybe, like just a long time. So, yeah, one of the best players in the world. Goes for a Gold Knight. Really aggressive poison out of Riley, actually. This might cost him because, as you guys can see, Knight Archer is getting a lot of damage in the right, and nice log out of Tyton to prevent the Ice Spirit from connecting. Going to be a huge Xbow lock in the left, so really nice early lead. Just because Riley went with a pretty aggressive poison, I would say, on those archers, and just like that, Tyton is up by over 1,000 damage in both the left and the right lanes. This is another great thing, by the way, about Xbow. If you're a good Xbow player, you will usually be versatile and be able to switch lanes, like very flexible with your playstyle, because even though you always want to go opposite lane to your opponent, a good opponent will usually try and go same lane as you, and that way you can kind of just switch lanes and just constantly keep your opponent on their toes and switch. So just basically what I'm trying to say is Tyton having a lead in both lanes is really good because he can always switch if he needs to. So bomb tower coming down by Riley. We should see a Knight to block. Okay, we don't. We do see a Knight actually. See, this is what I was talking about. So creative. Goes for a Knight in the right. So Tyton actually just wanted to bait stuff out on the Xbow in the left, and then just went for a Knight to protect that one archer in the right. Also does somehow still manage to sneak in a small 100-200 damage lock in the left. Kind of crazy. So yeah, Tyton just going absolutely insane right now. Like just making single elixir his, basically, like telling Riley that, okay, this is his single elixir. He's going to play it the way he wants to play it. Catches the miner with the Ice Spirit as well. And Skeleton, so absolutely no damage taken. And Split Archers just causing a lot of trouble because there's not really any great response Riley has to the Split Archers. A bomb tower does come down. This could be a fireball on the bomb tower plus Phoenix, I would say. Yes, it is. And that's going to be another lock. Okay, never mind. Ice Spirit comes down in time, but Golden Knight does not because Riley just barely didn't have enough elixir. Knight to catch the Phoenix, and that should pretty much be good game already. I mean, like, Tyton just played single elixir perfectly. I would say Riley played a little bit too aggressively with that one poison. I mean, Riley's one of the best players in the entire world, but Tyton knows exactly how to punish even the smallest of mistakes, even if it doesn't even seem like a mistake. And yeah, it's pretty much going to be a good game already, so... You know, he beat this minor control deck twice so far. He beat Riley, he beat Igor, two of the best players in the entire world. So hopefully that shows you guys that, you know, this is actually a pretty good matchup for 3.0 Xbow Cycle if you just play it well. On paper, it looks really annoying, but because they don't have a they don't have a log, they have a tornado. Their cycle just isn't the best, and only Golden Knight to tank for the Xbow isn't that great. So yeah, nice win against Riley. 2 straight wins in a row against that minor control deck. Very well played out of Tyton. Let's keep the matches going. Alright guys, so Tyton is number 7 in the world right now. Found our match against Morton. I believe Morton is actually pretty high on ladder, so we do see a log. Let's see what deck Morton's going to be playing, and let's see what Tyton wants to do. So Goblins come down. Xbow first play pretty much with the Archer. We do see a Mighty Miner, so I think this is going to be... Oh, Earthquake. Oh, that is really bad, actually. We do see Mighty Miner... Oh, in this case, this is probably going to be either Mortar or Hog EQ then. Mighty Miner is going to force response out, otherwise it's going to get a fair amount of chip, I would say, on the tower. Yeah, we do see the log. I was expecting something because otherwise you would take, like, 500 damage. That kind of damage is enough to make you lose the match already. So another thing you'll notice about Tyton, he doesn't really sack too much damage unless it's for a very good reason. Otherwise, he will defend very nicely for the most part. So goblins at the bridge should just be an Ice Spirit, or okay, archers actually. I guess he didn't have Ice Spirit in Cycle, but still pretty easily defended. And archers out of Morton. So I haven't actually seen this exact deck, but from what it looks like on Morton's end, it looks like it's either Hog or Mortar. Delivery on the archer is going to be just a free counter. But delivery isn't that good against Xbow because it doesn't actually help against the Xbow itself, of course. It just helps against archers and knight mainly, so maybe Tyton can use that to his advantage. And cannon, okay, so this is probably going to be Hog, I guess, but there's really no way to know. Fireball on the cannon plus the tower. I think it could also be Miner maybe, but I would not really expect to see Miner. Oh, okay, it's going to be Pigs. That makes sense. You do see a Tesla up high out of Tyton, anti-EQ Tesla. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty bad matchup on paper, but there are a few things to note. And the main one is that Morton has a delivery, which is, again, kind of useless against Xbow if the Xbow player knows how to manipulate it in their favor and just capitalize on the fact that delivery just clogs up Morton's cycle. And I believe Tyton will be able to do that. So, yeah, and the other thing is that Morton does have the Mighty Miner, which is really annoying for Xbow, of course, but it's a champion, which means you can only have one on the board at the time, which means Tyton could maybe outcycle the Mighty Miner, being Morton's only Xbow tank, really, and then that could maybe be a big kind of opportunity for him to go in. We do see an Earthquake missing the Tesla out of Morton. I wonder if that was intentional, but really looks like a mistake there, which is surprising considering it's Morton. But Tyton goes for an Xbow right away, of course, because he has a Knight counter-pushing, Archer counter-pushing, and just outcycled the Mortar, of course, or the Earthquake, rather, of course, because Morton just misplaced it. And then we do see Archers. I believe Tyton's going to go for another Xbow in the right now, because he did just force Morton's cycle to be really awkward. Yeah, Earthquake 2. He just went for his Earthquake plus his Mighty Miner. This is like the perfect Xbow opportunity, I would say, so I believe we should see one right now. And we do. Knight as well. Pigs come down, but we should see a log, and then Ice Spirit 2, and then the cannon should get taken out relatively soon. I think we'll see a delivery out of Morton for this Knight plus Archer. Yeah, we do. But Xbow just barely doesn't lock on. Archers, though, they should force an Earthquake out, and it does. And Tyton's up elixirs. He can go in for an Xbow once again, just keeping the pressure up, relentless. And Mighty Miner comes down last second. Tyton's going to have to catch the Archers right now, and I think he can, honestly. Like, he probably will. Or the cannon, rather. Either way. Okay, Pigs come down. We're probably going to see a Fireball log on these. Yeah, we do. And then maybe something to catch the Archers. Oh, clips the Goblins too, that is huge. And Morton just has to go for Archers, it's the only thing in cycle. As you guys can see, Tyton goes for the Xbow, and Ice Spirit to predict, and Archer Skeletons. Perfect reaction time out of Tyton, wonderful stuff. That's going to get him a small lock, plus Knight getting damage in the left. This is just unbelievable stuff. Tyton playing this match perfectly. Mighty Miner comes down out of Morton, and Tyton goes for the Xbow just to pressure at the perfect time. Logs the Mighty out of Xbow range. If Morton did not go for that cannon, he would have lost right there, so Tyton just playing this incredibly right now. Ice Spirit early, and then we should see some Pigs, or maybe an Earthquake. Pigs, but it's going to jump over the bridge. That's going to be a lock on the right, because if you go Pigs in the middle, they'll jump over the river and not tank for the Xbow. Earthquake forced out of Morton in the left, and Tyton goes for a Knight to protect as well. That's going to be a huge lock in the left again. Morton gives a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. Tyton just played this immaculately. Wonderful stuff against Morton, and I believe this should put him at number 1. He just has to survive triple elixir right now, and I believe he can do it. So Knight to protect. As you guys can see, Tyton loves these anti-EQ Teslas. Doesn't go for them very often. He's actually going for Xbows for the most part in this game. But when he does go for the pre-Tesla, he does predict the cannon or whatever to snipe it, and does go for the Knight to protect, because you do want to protect that Tesla. If you don't, your Tesla's going to be far to cycle, and you won't have a Tesla for the Pigs, of course. So log comes down. I believe we actually won't need anything for those Goblins in the right. We do see a Fireball on the Pigs, Skeletons for the Mighty Miner, Knight Ice Spirit just to, again, mitigate all damage, and Tyton just pretty much has to defend, and Fireball. Actually, I just noticed he's up like 1,000 to the left. I was looking at the right for some reason, but yeah, all Tyton really has to do is just keep this lead, which shouldn't be hard at all. And then, yeah, Morton actually just gives up. So that's going to be number 1 in the world, I think, because Morton is so high on ladder right now. That's just unbelievable stuff out of Tyton there. Play this game pretty much perfectly, making it look easy against Morton, literally the number 2 player in the entire world, or however you want to call it. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be number 1 in the entire world, guys. 3,514 medals. Unbelievable stuff out of Tyton. Crazy, crazy stuff. Pretty much nearly the end of the season right now. So amazing. Actually, so incredible. And that's going to be number 1, even on the global leaderboard, as you guys can see. So incredible stuff out of Tyton. I'm so glad I was able to get these games, even though I'm not able to play myself because I've been really busy. You know, Tyton is doing it 8 hours left in the season, so yeah, he should be poised for a very good season end. That's going to be it for the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tyton is a wonderful player, so thanks so much again to him for coming on the channel. He actually said I can, post his stuff whenever I want, like he's fine with it, so that was really cool of him. So yeah, hopefully I will get lots more Tyton content for you guys over the next few seasons, but yeah, I really hope I was able to get this off on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.